Hi students, today's lesson is about converting between tablespoons, cups, etc., what those equivalent measures are. Because sometimes when you're at the house, you may have the tablespoon ready, but you don't have a measuring cup. So what are you going to do? Well, there are equivalent levels that you can do, and I'm going to show you how to do those. Okay, so here I am at home, and here's the measuring tools that I have. Let's say I need to have a recipe that wants me to have a cup of liquid, but all I have are my spoons. I don't have any measuring cups. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to show you how to figure this out. There are charts for this, but this is the actual physical lab that shows you how many tablespoons are in a cup. So I do actually have my measuring cup, so I can show us this. Remember, measuring cups, you put them level with the table. I want to get 1 whole cup of liquid in here. So I'm going to start with my measuring spoons, the teaspoons, tablespoons, not the teaspoons, and I'm going to get a good tablespoonful, which is actually kind of hard in here, and I'm going to put it over here. We have 1, 2, actually, oh, know the answer to this, by the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, let's see where we're at. Oh, we're not to a cup yet. 13, 14, 15, this should be it next. 16. Now, I did spill a little bit while I was doing this, so I wasn't being as good as, oh, it's not enough, is it? So let's keep going. 17. Uh-oh. 18. Almost there. 19. Ooh, well, this could be a problem. I know it's supposed to be 16 in a cup, but did you see my scoops? I think maybe they weren't tall enough because they should be right up to the very edge. And if you look here, I spilled some on the way. So I think that's why I ended up with 19 instead of 16, but it should have been 16 for a cup. So the deal is, if we don't have the correct measure tool, if we use conversion charts, whether we have them printed up around the kitchen or we go get them online, we should be able to measure things out anyway. Now, what about the spoon? Is this a spoon I can measure with? What kind of spoon is it? Supposedly, this thing that I'm holding is a teaspoon. So let's find my teaspoon measure. Oh, here's half a teaspoon. What did I do with my teaspoon measure? Give me a second. Okay, I found my teaspoon. This is a teaspoon measure. This is a spoon from the cupboard. Let's see if that is an actual teaspoon. I'm going to try and fill it up all the way this time so that I don't have this issue of it's not filled as much as it should be. I'm going to have to just scoop some into my spoon here because I can't seem to get out of the cup this way. See, if I actually was having 2 hands, I could pour this in. See, I'm still not getting a full teaspoonful. So I'm going to pause a moment and pour this in since I need 2 hands to do it. Okay, I paused and I poured that in with 2 hands because I needed 1 hand to pour and 1 hand to hold the spoon. And I'm trying to get over here to my teaspoon without dripping over here to show you the measurement. Oh, look at that. It was too much. It's too big. It pours over the edge. It is not a teaspoon, but it is very close. In the old days, when you were cooking with grandma, before measurements were standard, they would actually grab a teaspoon and use that to measure. And then a tablespoon is that bigger spoon at your house that you use for like soup and stuff. They would use that to measure the tablespoons. There's supposed to be 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. That's the conversion. But that doesn't always work. Back in the old days also, grandma would use like a pinch of something. That actually has a measurement too. So what I want you to do is you're going to look at the different conversion charts that I've included and the different video clips that I've included, and then you're going to try and find equal measures and write them down on your activity sheet.